Okay, hi, it's day 43, 19th of November 2014. This is the journey of a life coach, scam or success. Basic overview, I'm recording the journey that I take from joining up with the Coaching Institute and becoming a life coach. The initial point or stage is to go through a transformation and change myself, go through a personal growth myself, and then obviously take that into the coaching industry. The plan for success is to set goals and to be committed and follow through with things every day. I started out with a written diary, writing down goals every day, affirmations and reflections on the last 24 hours and what I've been going through. I then decided to record them. I can then monitor my voice, how I say things, how I look, the bags under my eyes, my weight, and how positive and negative I am about things, and the different language and vocabulary that I use. I set goals for the day, and 3-month, 6-month, 12-month and 3-year goals. I count them down, so I will get into them straight away because there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. It's day 35 of being smoke-free. The process of this journey, a lot of things have turned around for the positive. At this stage, I've stopped smoking, as I said, 35 days in. I am reducing the amount of alcohol I drink, and I'm actually on day 11 of being alcohol free. I've got a goal of not drinking until my intake weekend on the 6th of December. Just to let you know, I was a heavy smoker, heavy drinker, heavy gambler, didn't exercise, ate a lot of crap, junk food, chips before bed, potato chips, crisps, lollies, chocolate. Didn't eat a lot of fruit and veg. Enjoy it, but didn't eat a lot. So laziness is what I put it down to, and lack of discipline. And I'll get back to that word in a minute. So the affirmation that I've been working on is, today I'll do everything in my power to reduce my weight to 109 kilos by the 25th of December 2014. I'll complete my exercise, eat healthily, and focus on my back being stronger. I am thinner and my back is stronger. Imagine how good I feel on Christmas Day. What am I happy about now? What could I be happy about? How would that make me feel? So they're just 3 questions that I've added on to the affirmation. There's also other questions that I wanted to ask myself each morning and evening. I forgot to do the evening ones last night. I'm getting these into a routine. So the morning questions are, what am I happy about in my life right now? What am I excited about in my life right now? What am I proud about in my life right now? What am I grateful about in my life right now? What am I enjoying in my life right now? What am I committed to in my life right now? Who do I love? Who loves me? What's great about this? How can I use this? So those 2 questions are things that I'll keep bringing up during the day. What's great about it and how can I use it? So it's focusing on the positive and finding a way to use it and benefit you. Then in the evening, it's what have I given today? What have I learnt today? And how is that added to the quality of my life, or how can I use as an investment into my future? So they're the questions. Goals for the day, as I say, and has done for the last few days, I've realised that these goals are changing. They were really focused on making money, job-orientated, goal-orientated, business-orientated. Some of them are starting to flow into what makes me happy and how I can enjoy myself a bit more, and focusing on what I want to do. So some of the goals may stand over from yesterday that I didn't actually complete, so they may be a bit repetitive. This is me going through the motion and finding how much and how often I do achieve what I set out the day before. So I've still got to set up my whiteboard. I want to make some more room in this diary so I don't have these goals written down every day, which, as I verbalise it, might slow things down. I want to keep writing them down every day, so I will write them down and set them up on the whiteboard so I can read them every day as I walk past. I want to read for an hour. This is becoming second nature, or magnetism to me, and I'll get to that in a minute. Fortress learning, I've got to finish my I want to finish my business administration diploma. It's been hanging around for about 6 months now. Exercise, that's obviously second nature now. I'm walking every morning and every evening, riding an exercise bike and doing sit-ups and stretches and stuff. Nick and I are going to work on the golf book framework. So we're going to move forward. Our plan is to have that finished by within a week. So really starting to nail down the 3 books that I want to complete. Getting blood tests, which I'll get into with the reflection. Chiro talks this evening. That's my chiro's got a dietitian sort of guy coming out to talk to him and his staff about a product that they sell. So I want to talk. Nick and I are going to go and listen to that. It's about weight loss and whatnot. And my big goal for today is to finish eating by 8:15 p.m. I finished at 8:30 p.m. yesterday. It wasn't actually a goal. It was a mini goal, but didn't really verbalise it or write it down. Going into the medium to long term goals, I've got 74 days to go, and I will have my 3 coaching books complete by the 1st of February, and I'll have 1 paying speaking gig. There's 164 days to go in the 6-month goal, and I'll have a business cruise and holiday booked, and I've also added on an extra portion to the goal, and I'm going to weigh under 100 kilos. So that is a goal of mine. The 12-month goal is down to 349 days, and that's to have a successful business earning me over $100,000 a year. And the 3-year goal is to have our unit paid off. So that's still saying unit paid off. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, there we go. It's natural. Bit tired this morning. My throat's starting to inflame and get sore. It's possible it's been just around the month mark of not smoking. Could be toxins in my body releasing. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll get over that. Okay, so going on the reflections, the one thing that I've been working through on Awaken the Giant Within, Tony Robbins' book, is I'm up to the sections on transformational vocabulary. Really exciting stuff, and it's really looking at the language we use and how we can change that sort of language. If someone says, "How are you?" and you say good, is good flat? Is it boring? Why not awesome? Why not spectacular? Not bad, because you're dropping the nots and the can'ts, and your subconscious doesn't pick those up, or your subconscious is actually hearing is bad. So when someone says, "How are you?" your subconscious hears yourself say bad instead of not bad. So drop the not bads, no problems, no worries. And try and find more positive words there. I like awesome. How you doing? Awesome. Say it with a smile on the face, and it makes you feel good, but it also gets a reaction from the people that you're talking to. And the people that are positive, you'll notice, and I am noticing, positive people hear that and they go, "Oh geez, that's great to hear someone's awesome." The people that aren't really interested or are focusing on negative or don't realise they're being negative don't even notice that much that you say the word awesome, or again, this is what I'm finding. And some of them will just question it, go, "Really awesome? That's pretty powerful." So you can see them straight away changing in their mind. I expected to hear good or not bad, but I actually heard awesome. So, it gets them to stop and think, and this is part of the stuff of what it says in the book. I'm loving this book. On my iPad it's like 1,500 pages and I'm only 600 pages in, and I'm not a big reader, never have been, and this is part of my learning journey, that I've got to find a hunger to read, and it's what interests me. And I used to read a little bit when I was young, but I'd go through spurts where I'd find books that I really craved and then I'd get bored with it and lose off. But anyway, going on to the big factor of the last 24 hours. I had my first weight loss coaching session with a weight loss coach yesterday. It was a pro bono job through the Coaching Institute, where basically she gives me 3 sessions and I offer myself as a test study, and then I give her a testimonial and report on how well it went. And I've got to say, it was mind-blowing. As much as I didn't expect where she was going to go with it, and it didn't just revolve around weight loss. She hit me with questions about what I see about business, why I think it goes back to my life, and all these sort of different weird things. Basically, in a nutshell, it came out, she wanted to know why I wanted to run a successful business and what successful business meant to me. I drilled down to me wanting to be able to work and with the creative freedom to do what I want when I want. And that doesn't mean being lazy and not actually doing anything. It means not having to answer to someone, and that tied in with the word discipline. So as much as I hate, and that is a powerful word, but I need to associate pain with working for a boss, or I'm verbalising this as I think about it, so I haven't put too much in-depth thought into it. It's just sort of flowing and going with the flow. I don't want to work and rely on other people for me to be able to work. And again, is work the right word I want to use? It's something that I want to get into business that I really enjoy, so it's not going to be seen as work. So I have to find another word for that. It's almost going to be play. So when I play, I don't want to have to answer to someone. So having discipline, I tie in with me needing to do something or me having to do something, and there's that negative tone. So when I associate losing weight, I feel like I need to have discipline to lose weight. I need to have discipline to exercise. Where what she was explaining is, and what I was identifying within myself, is it's something that I need to, that I must want to do, and it becomes second nature. So at the moment I'm walking every morning with Nick, and it has become second nature. We don't think that there's going to be something else to happen. There may be the occasional day where it rains or we've got to go out really early, then we just postpone it to in the evening or something like that. But at the moment it's second nature, whereas my eating habits are not second nature. And I was saying I need the discipline to watch what I'm eating, and I need the discipline to do that, and I need the discipline to do this. I couldn't actually give her a valid reason for why I wanted to lose the weight. Part of it came about of my insecurity of standing up in front of a crowd of 500 people trying to promote the idea of life coaching and successful coaching and looking after yourself and being concerned about yourself when I'm overweight. And to me, to be able to be a successful coach, you need to be able to show that you believe in what you're doing and you look after yourself as much as the person you're wanting to coach who looks after yourself. And that's why actually I haven't got a shirt on today. I'm going to record how big I am, 123 kilos. I went to the doctor yesterday, so as you can see I've got plenty of weight there. Yeah. And the plan is obviously, as I said, over the next 6 months to get down to below 100 kilos. So I've let my subconscious run wild, and I'm going to find the real reasons why I want to lose weight. Are they superficial? Quite possibly. Are they just about being judged by others? Quite possibly, but these are things we're working on. So basically what came about from yesterday was the belief that I don't have to focus on it being disciplined about losing weight. I've done it before. I tried the Atkins diet for a month and dropped about 5 kilos. So I can lose over a kilo a week. So that is possible. I can feasibly do that. And on top of that, we had to drill down from that word discipline and find a new word to use. So with exercise it became second nature, or the phrase was second nature. So I wanted things to become second nature, but trying to attach that to food didn't seem to work. It can become second nature that I'm full in the evening and I stop eating at a certain time. I'm going to bring that down every day. But then we work towards a word called magnetism. I actually came up with the word magnetical, which I don't think was a word. We had a big laugh and a chuckle, but maybe you can use words that don't mean anything, or they're made up words if they associate with what you want. But it's magnetism, so I want to be magnetized or drawn to my ideal weight to feel comfortable for me and to want to move on and be happy with who I am. And as I sort of left it over the last sort of 15 hours since I spoke to her, I'm starting to identify that I wanted to lose weight because I feel that'll strengthen my back, which will allow me to do things that I stopped doing. Used to love playing golf, but my back got in the way, and that may be because I'm carrying 20 kilos too much. So if I lose that weight, I'll be able to play golf again. So that's a really valid and good reason. So I want to lose those minimal 20 kilos in the next 6 months, which is achievable, and I will do it. So that's the case for today. And again, I hope I will remember my first experience with a real coach. I didn't expect it. When I've spoken to the actual team at the Coaching Institute, I've spoken to a couple of people from the WOW team, and they were vibrant, they were positive, but they didn't seem to give me any security, any wow moments that went, whoa, that was really exceptional. And speaking to Monika, it was exceptional. I was blown away that she could get into my mind and get me thinking about things and really digging down. And I appreciate it might not be what the WOW team are meant to be doing, but Monika is an advocate of the Coaching Institute. I'm really impressed, and I'm looking forward even more into becoming a coach and getting coached. I believe, in my experience in sales, that if you don't believe in the product and you haven't used the product yourself, then how can you possibly be an advocate for that product, or how can you sell it, or how can you have absolute faith in it? I didn't realise that I needed to be coached, and I not that I thought I was better than it or above it. It just didn't cross my mind that coaching would get me a better understanding of what it felt like to be coached. And let me tell you, I'm blown away, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to go onto the Facebook page of the coaches and try and join in as many pro bono stuff as possible, because I want as much feedback from other coaches as possible, because they've got to get into my head and get me thinking about things that I've never thought about. I tie in everything. So the success of my business, I was aligning to what sort of food I eat and what sort of exercise I do, because I use the word discipline. If I don't have discipline in exercise, and I don't have discipline in how I eat, and I don't have discipline in giving up smoking and reducing alcohol and gambling, how can I have the discipline to do the daily routines for a business? And how can I do this, and how can I do that? It was all these what ifs, and it was all this negative connotation to becoming a successful business owner. I really had to focus on, and do have to focus on, the good things that I do. And using a word like discipline is not for me. So I'm removing that from my vocabulary. And time will tell with the video, but I will not be using the word vocabulary in these recordings and in my life again. So moving along, that's it for today, and I'll see you on the flip side tomorrow. Ciao for now.